How would you like the idea of working fewer hours? That's a real proposal working its way through the California legislature. It's Bill AB 2932. It calls for a 32-hour work week instead of 40. For companies with 500 or more employees, we're talking a 4-day work week instead of 5. The proposal is co-sponsored by Assemblywoman Cristina Garcia from Bellflower. She now joins us live. Welcome. Good to see you. So, how would this work?
You would work 4 days instead of 5 days a week and get paid the same. The reality is that 47 million Americans have voluntarily left their jobs looking for better opportunities. Businesses are struggling with the workforce shortage. And so employees are sending a clear message to employers that we do not want to return to what was before. Normal was not working for all of us. We want better. We want better mental health, better emotional health, better quality of life. And we've seen large companies like Amazon and Jeff Bezos get richer during this pandemic, but the rest of us are being left behind. And why shouldn't we enjoy some of that progress? Why shouldn't we benefit? Why shouldn't we be able to do more of the things we love out there?
So obviously, there's a lot of employees that are hearing this that think, yeah, great, sign me up. When can I start? But there's a lot of employers that are saying, look, we're having productivity issues already. We're having a hard enough time already hiring people. What do you say to them that say, this doesn't make sense?
I would say that it's time to adapt if they want to be profitable. You have countries like Spain, Iceland, Japan, who have been doing this already. You have companies who are doing this, and their early data tells us that you have a more productive workforce, your bottom line does better, and you are not struggling with workforce shortages out there.
So what happens for people that have personal service contracts?
This bill does not include any company with a bargaining unit as well. This bill is the floor, not the ceiling in all reality. And we often know that our bargaining units do a much better job of negotiating for our workforce out there.
So you said that the hearings on this have begun. Are you sensing support? Have you talked to the governor? I mean, is there a coalition to make this happen?
We definitely think there's a pathway forward, and we're just getting started. Thankfully, we have a whole year to work through this. But I would say to both employees and employers, we are in the process of transition after 2 years of the pandemic. We've seen things work differently. We know that we can be better. We are a state of innovation, and with or without our bill, I encourage employers to look into this possibility and adapt for their bottom line, adapt so that they can recruit a workforce that will also be happy to be working there.
Well, we can't have you on, and I can't not ask about this. You are running for Congress against another Democrat with the last name Garcia. We're talking about Robert Garcia. We've talked to him often here on the show. He's got a lot of money, endorsements, pretty high name ID. Why are you doing this? And how do you win this race against somebody like that?
Well, I have had many races where I am outspent, but we always come through and we're successful. I have 10 years of good work advocating against corruption, advocating for women, advocating for our working class communities, and innovating, being a leader on menstrual equity when no one wanted to talk about that. Initially, it was a joke, but we continue to push there and have made great strides. And this won't be any different. And so I am confident that the voters in my community will come out and we're going to be successful like we have always been.
All right. And if your bill comes through, is it Monday through Thursday? Is it Tuesday through Friday? What are we looking at?
That's part of what we invite the stakeholders to the table to say, let's figure this out on this. How do we make this work out there? And so I think that there's different models out there. There's flexibility. Let's just not shy away from the discussion and let's get it done.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your views. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Be well.